always too.
So what kind of feedback did you get from teams after going through stuff at the Combine?
A lot of the feedback I got was good. They're not really gonna, outright say, this is the best kid we've ever seen. They're not gonna say that with anybody really. So they're just they had positive feedback, nothing bad to say. Other than that, everything's been good.
What more do you have to do tomorrow at Pro Day? What's your kind of goal to get out of that experience?
Just kind of show what I've been working on. Just show improvement from what I did at Combine to here. I'll be doing bench. I won't be doing any other, measurements, but I will be doing drills, and while I'm out there, hopefully show improvement upon those drills that some of them were kind of sloppy that I did.
What's the process been like for you so far? Anything unexpected? Anything surprise you so far?
Nothing too surprising. I would say that it's very hard to prepare for a marathon. These past 2-3 months have just kind of been consistently going, consistently running around, consistently doing stuff to, make yourself better and, present yourself to these teams. So, I'd just say the biggest thing that I wasn't prepared for is just how long the process is, and just how much it drains you as a player. But I've been enjoying it altogether.
I know some draft scouts had talked when you were playing that you might project more as a guard than a tackle. Has there been much talk about that with you?
Yeah, there's always been talk with that, just because how I built. I wouldn't have a problem playing guard. I wouldn't have a problem playing tackle. At the end of the day, team's going to take a player, and then they're going to play him where they're most going to benefit the team. So, in regards to playing guard or tackle, either is okay.
Is there a kind of team that you feel like you fit in with better? Or, I assume anyone you draft, you'd be happy to go. But
Honestly, I feel like I fit better with heavy run style offenses, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna go out there and do a job. I have complete confidence in what I do in terms of running and pass blocking. But I think a lot of people perceive me as a better fit for heavy run style teams.
Did they ask you a lot about the offense last year and what that did for you in terms of getting better? Do they see an improvement, I guess?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff they kind of threw back at me was it was good to finally see you get some outside zone in. We didn't really have a lot of that for the past 3 years. A lot of the sayings, terminology was the same from last year's playbook to what a lot of guys in the NFL use. So I think it was very beneficial for that last year to, get used to NFL style offense and just kind of have me get used to that. I think was very beneficial.
You were pretty vocal about being yourself more after you going through this experience.
Right.
Was that something the teams recognize that? Were they curious about some of that stuff, or did they care much? Or
What stuff?
just you're just speaking your mind.
No. Nothing was brought up about it. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm here to play football. As simple as that. At the end of the day, I want to play football, and that's all I'm really worried about at this point. Me being myself. Some teams like it, some teams don't. Everybody has an opinion about certain things. Some people could say they like how I play. Some people say they hate how I play. It's just how it is. So I haven't got any bad feedback in terms of them getting to know me. So I'm gonna keep doing me.
What would kind of be your advice to young players considering coming here, given where you are now and getting to this point in your career?
I would say have a lot of faith in your coaches and your teammates. Everything we've been through, that I've been through when I was here. We leaned on each other heavily. Any type of walls we hit, we always had to come together as a team. Coaching staff had to come together, and we had to push through. So anybody coming here definitely understands that this is going to be a brotherhood, and everybody that you're going to be playing with here is going to definitely be close with you and damn near family.
NFL teams, they don't carry a lot of offensive linemen, so how important is that versatility that you could play, projecting you as possibly a guard, but you obviously have a lot of experience at tackle. How much do you think that helped you?
A lot of teams need guys who can play multiple positions. That just increases value as a player and increases the chance of you getting on the field and playing for that team. It's very big. I wouldn't say if you're the best at what you do at one spot, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, but it would be good to add more tools to your toolkit in order to move around a little bit.
What did you learn from the AllStar Games? How was that experience?
I'd say the experience was fun but stressful. You have a bunch of eyes on you at the same time. You got to go out there and compete with the best of the best. But all around, the experience was fun. Got to go out there and enjoy the competition with the best guys. I'd say just being out there and kind of really just being in the seat of an NFL player, not completely, but majority with coaching staffs and understanding thought processes when it comes to breaking down defenses. I think that was pretty enjoyable.
Darian, we talked to Jeremy Flax the other day. He talked about how much better he feels this spring. Have you noticed that just being around the guys recently? And what do you see in this kind of potential replacing him?
Honestly, I felt like Flex could easily have been a starter. If it wasn't for me, I feel like he definitely would have been a great tackle at either spot, and I feel like he could definitely use it to play guard. He's a guy who can play 4 positions in the field. I feel like him taking over the right tackle spot, I feel like the team's in good hands with him. He's been doing great. I've seen him moving around a lot better. He's feeling a lot more comfortable, especially since I'm gone. He's going to get a lot of the reps, and I just see that comfortability kind of sitting in, and he's just having fun with it.
Do you get a sense that the guys are comfortable with Coach Enzer, and do you see something different? Any difference between last year and this year?
I'd say, I wasn't here for it, so I couldn't really fully digest and understand how people felt about him. But what I've been around so far, they like him a lot. They're glad he's here and he's part of the staff, and they're enjoying the process that he's putting them through, and they're learning a lot from him. So I feel like everybody has good things to say about him.
Seems like Luke has gotten a lot of good reviews for how he performed at the Senior Bowl and so forth.
Yep.
What have you seen in his development over the years?
I feel like Luke has definitely gotten more comfortable. I feel like he definitely enjoys center, more than I think he did at guard. Doesn't mean he didn't want to play either. I just felt like he got a lot more comfortable with center, and he's just been enjoying it. Understanding defenses a lot better, and just kind of breaking down and enjoying the whole process of being that center. I think definitely took his game to the next level. I think he just played better as a center.
A lot of these younger guys have spoken to wanting to keep the tradition going, kind of what you guys have established on the O-line. Do you get that sense? Is that something that you even pass down to them and say, hey, it's up to you now to keep the big blue ball intact?
Absolutely. These guys know that every time we stepped on that field, stepped on the practice field, we were somebody that no one was to mess with. We didn't get the name Big Blue Ball just for being cupcakes out there, he said. I feel like we're definitely carrying on that tradition, and everybody knows that as an offensive lineman, we put the team on our back. We've expanded in terms of not just running the ball all the time, but it's still, if the offensive line doesn't start going and we get stuffed, I don't think the offense is really going to get going. So a lot of weight's on our backs, and we're going to continue carrying that.